Hello
Hello.
and welcome to Silent Hill Ascension. What if? I am Noah. This is Trauma, and with me I have from behind the scenes onto the silver screens, I have Felipe who's gonna take us through the run of show.
Hello, everyone. Today we'll watch together the premiere of the bonus scenes every Monday at 5:40 p.m. Pacific time. We'll start over in Norway, and then we'll move over to Pennsylvania. Hopefully, this time I don't have like audio lag issues. Please, Noah, take it away.
Yes, I will. So, production, can you show us that lovely, lovely content tree? Because I will take us through that tree. So, basically, What If is similar to what most of you remember as DVD extras. You are going to unlock bonus scenes. Since we made a ton of extra content, you deserve to see. So, the choices for the week will be made available for the full week. Once these close, playlists of the winning extra scenes will be made available. The trunk of the content tree represents the sum of the decisions for the canon run of Silent Hill Ascension. During What If, we are visiting branches as we go up the trunk. I'm preparing for my I won't say the name of the show, but something with a wheel and something with your future. So let's just call it the Wheel of Future. So now Felipe will tell us more about the key scenes we're gonna look at later. Production, can you put these up on screen for him? Thank you.
Thank you. So, the upcoming Norway key scenes intervention. Carl will get help for Astrid due to the concern about her mental state. Then we'll see Cold Blooded, where Astrid and Britt meet to discuss her meeting with Hagen. And Neil's podcast reveals to everyone that she's the prime suspect in Orson's disappearance. By the way, Atai, that's a beautiful tree. I drew it.
Oh.
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah. Well, Felipe is a man of many talents. He's somewhat of a Renaissance man, if you ask me. So, we have intervention and we have cold-blooded. So, Carl, in one of those scenes, in intervention in the Carl scene, it's kind of giving Poltergeist. It's kind of giving The Ring. Felipe and I will discuss it later after the scene premieres. That's where we start having that real tense Haugen energy. Like, not yet, it's not full Haugen yet, but it's starting. Yes, Drew, I know, cold-hearted, I feel it. The Haugen tension really starts, and it's not yet like a full Haugen, it's like a half Gen. I don't know, it's getting too much. It's getting to be too much right now. So we're going too far at this point. But yeah, we're gonna look at the decisions that were made for Norway in regards to these scenes. Yeah, but what I was gonna say, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But what I was gonna say is that that's when Haugen still has it out for Astrid. And we don't yet know that it's because she's attracted to her beyond belief. And that kind of comes off. And also, the Asta and all this business. Later, we'll dive into that. But right now, it's still in the tension part and not in the love part. So anyway, let's look at the decisions made for Norway. Production, can you please? Thank you. You complete
Thank you so
me.
Much. Okay, so the decision results for Norway. How will Carl help Astrid? Demand backup from the Derek Hohen. That's what won now. During the canon run, we got an intervention from Aurora. But it's such a weird scene, by the way.
That was in the canon run, right? The intervention.
Exactly. Yeah. Then, what will Astrid tell Britt about the investigation? Today we'll see Tell Her Nothing. During the canon run, we told her the truth. I mean, these scenes are already interesting by themselves. Like, the decisions only make them better. Like, who just sits down on a couch and watches static?
Well, it's not even sitting down, it's standing up. It's like something's really off.
Yeah, like if you were sitting down, it would be like white noise to fall asleep or something, like a baby. And then the conversation at the ice bar. It's such a quiet ice bar. Like, you can just put your phone there and play a podcast and you can listen to it. That's a weird bar. Like, silent bar.
It's quiet in Stille Dalen. It's called Quiet Town, right? No. Is that what it means? I think so. If there are any Norwegians in the audience, please help me. But I think it means it's a silent town because, Silent Hill and all that. But yeah, so silence prevails. And, but in the midst of the silence, voices carry. So, Leo, I see that Midnight OTW says Leo wrestles whoever makes too much noise. I agree. Leo is a stand-up guy and he will not take any of this racket. He has neighbors upstairs, If only, how many times have you been to a bar and they told you there's neighbors upstairs? Have you ever thought maybe not opening a bar then under the neighbors?
I mean, you could flip that argument around. Like, who wants to live on top of a nice building? Like, living in the bar is a very different thing from owning a bar, like running a bar. Like, it's bound to be a little cold, I think. Like, how do you keep that thing up? That's like, I don't know. Never been to a nice bar.
My first apartment, when I moved out of my parents' place when I was 18, I lived in like the storage room of a restaurant. Nice. That was fun. Anyway, let's watch the Norway scenes. We'll see you right after that.
Okay. Yes. No, she's not back yet. Still out in the woods.
Papa? Papa, are you okay? Papa? Is this all you've been doing? Staring at the TV while I search for Orson?
I called Haugen. Just like you wanted.
You did?
Of course, Angel.
Papa. Thank you.
Miss Johansson, Detective Haugen would like to speak with you.
Let's go. Don't want to keep Haugen waiting.
I can't believe I'm in a bar. Especially after last night. My thoughts have been so jumbled since I came back here. And those little voices in my head are saying, have a drink, and everything will make sense. I just want to shut my brain up. Astrid? Are you even listening? Hey. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Can I get you anything else?
We're fine. Thanks, Leo. So, I heard you were at the station. Is Haugen putting the search back on for Orson?
Yeah. That's what she said.
That's great news.
Yeah. It is.
See? Don't give up hope yet. They still might find him.
Right.
I hope Niels' podcasts can help. spread the word about the search instead of spreading lies about us like everyone else.
Niels?
I didn't tell you? He's back in town, and he's a podcaster now.
What kind of podcast?
True crime. He covered that killer in Brussels, did an episode on those cult murders in Sweden, and now he's talking about us. Wait, if he finds out you're under investigation... Look, a new episode just dropped. Let's listen together.
Hello, faithful listeners. We have some major developments to talk about. Not only has Orson Johansson's disappearance escalated into a murder investigation, but the prime suspect is none other than Orson's mother, Astrid Johansson. Apparently, the police were led to this gruesome discovery by an anonymous tip. How could a mother kill her own son? What a monster.
Orson's dead?
He's not dead!
And Haugen thinks you killed him? Oh my god!
Britt, stop! This is all a big mistake. I would never hurt Orson.
Then why did they think you did? Why didn't you say anything to me?
Oh, please. Like you didn't know.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Were you the one who turned in Orson's glove to Haugen?
What? No. How could you say that?
Let me guess. You thought you were doing the right thing. Where are you going?
I don't have to listen to this. I'm so sick of your endless accusations. You've treated me like shit my whole life, and I'm done.
Go ahead and run away like you usually do.
You know what, Astrid? You're just like Mama.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. So we have an Astrid who's shaken and stirred, it seems. We're going to talk about it in a second while production will throw it in the background. So the video we're about to see is where Astrid and Britt meet up to discuss her meeting with Haugen. And Niels' podcast reveals to everyone that she is the prime suspect in Orson's disappearance. So, first of all, Astrid here looks like she's K-holing, right? Anybody, right? She's all like, ooh. She looks like she's about to write like a Nirvana song or something, right?
Yeah.
Even though I think
it
it was before the K madness, but still, you got it.
Yeah, but like Drunk Street doesn't look that shaken, which is like pretty still. But I'm going to say something like I read from the chat, like Midnight Toa, I think it said it. Like Niels is very successful because he's doing these 10-second podcast episodes. It's like YouTube shorts. Dude,
actually, I must admit I don't really listen to podcasts, but if they were 10 seconds, you bet I would. So he has a good business there. And if you can tell me all I want to know in 10 seconds, like you got my attention, you know? And this is also the first time we really hear about Niels, which later becomes our kind of frenemy. And surprise, surprise, they're talking shit. Big surprise, Niels is talking shit. So, and then the other issue here that is being raised is basically Britt confronts Astrid about Astrid not telling her about the investigation that's going on and that she's a suspect. So Orson's glove was handed to the police. And in this case, I think if the glove fits, you mustn't acquit. I don't know.
What do you...
Like, I think...
like if it's Cinderella?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of somebody whose name is kind of, sounds like something with oranges. But anyway, if the glove fits, you mustn't acquit. Think about that. Anyway, but the glove is clearly Orson's, the bloody glove. Atai suggests a Cinderella arc. I think that's a great idea. But yeah, this whole thing is really bizarre. Like, Brit, why are you playing this in the middle of the bar? Really, like why it couldn't wait? I don't know. It feels inappropriate for some reason. The whole situation.
Why you're not wearing like headphones? Like that's a very quiet bar because you get to hear the phone. But B, if it's so quiet, I will just like I don't know, throw your cell phone away if I were the bar guy, like Lejo.
Yeah, which so we don't know if by the way, I don't remember who said it in chat, if Leo ever washes his hat, his beanie. I don't know, I think I leave that up to the fan fiction. Maybe he goes to the Norwegian equivalent of the laundry in Pennsylvania. Now, can production put up the key Pennsylvania scenes? Because speaking of the laundromat, we are going back to Pennsylvania, and Felipe, take it away.
Yes, thank you. The upcoming Pennsylvania key scenes: love and marriage.
Oh my God!
Krista attempts to get Eric to open up about his relationship with Rachel, but a sudden attack cuts the conversation short. Then we'll see changing leadership, where Rachel rallies the foundation and names a new leader in Xavier's absence.
Right. So
I can't with the title of this.
Yeah. So love and marriage has been murdering us really for this entire prep. We have it embedded in our brain. It's a Carl and Astrid. I don't know, maybe, but the folks are too young. I don't know. I think in foreign countries, this was like the only thing on television for like 10 years.
No, in South America, we had Chavo del Ocho, and you can't take that away from us.
No, you can't take it away.
It's an act of violence, like playing a podcast for a person.
But yeah, so we're about to see a whole lot of shenanigans. Well, we're gonna see the intrigue. We're gonna see, speaking of love and marriage, there's one scene that's a Eric focus, and the other scene is a Rachel focus. Both of them have our girl Krista, the catty and sassy yet classy vixen. So she has to endure all kinds of things, and I don't just mean unrequited love or a desperate crush on Eric. I feel like Drew suggests we should melt Rachel, that Rachel should be melted. Well, she's far from melted right now, and we're going to see that in a little bit. Let's look at the decisions that we made for Pennsylvania. Production, can you show it up on screen? Thank you so much.
So, how will Eric respond to Krista? We are a little behind. Mind your business. You don't get to talk about my marriage. You don't get to have your opinion about my marriage, right? And then how will Rachel exploit Xavier's absence? She'll tell everyone that Xavier put me in charge.
Right, so in the canon run, Eric told Krista I could do better, which was the redemption option. And now this choice that one was mind your own business, that's the domination option. And on our second decision, how will Rachel exploit Xavier's absence? The canon decision was be honest and let Krista lead. It's not a fate decision. It's only life and death, but it's not fate. But anyway, this time she lies. She says, Xavier puts me in charge. Now there is an unquestionable allegiance in the foundation, as in cults and some major, institutions. There is no question. There is no asking for receipts. There is a blind, okay, I believe you. And, sometimes I do miss the days of the feudal times. How do you say it in English? Feudalism? I don't know. Anyway, I miss the time. You know what? I miss the time.
Both of us, English is our second language.
Yeah,
so we probably just have read feudalism.
By the way,
we don't know how to pronounce it.
Do you say fideo for noodles? Where you come from?
Yeah.
Fideo.
I mean,
because right now when we said feudalism, it made me think of fideolism, and now I want to eat noodles. Anyway, that's my fault, and I can't blame anyone else. But anyway, my point was that I do sometimes miss the simpler times where most of us common folk were not literate. Well, some were. But we're kind of getting close to it again. Like I feel like we're getting back to like not being able to read, so everything's gonna be okay, right?
It only depends on how tired I am. Like if I'm really, really tired, I can't really read. And if I am beyond that, I can do advanced math. At night. I don't know why, but
I can't do math. My love language is spreadsheets. They do it for me. All the hard work, the heavy lifting.
That's why you love spreadsheets. They do math for you.
I do. By the way, ask your accountant or your CPA or something if they know math, and I bet you they will tell you no. Anyway. So, production, without further ado, can you please premiere the Pennsylvania scenes?
Is there anything you want to talk about? I'm here to listen if you want.
I don't have anything to say to you.
Wow. She really did a number on you, didn't she? She's got you so scared, you've forgotten how to speak up for yourself.
What do you know about it? You barely know me.
Shit.
Oh my god. What is that?
I don't know. It's like it's coming from... No! Krista! Eric! Help me! Krista!
What do you mean Xavier is catatonic? I want to see him.
Everyone needs to just calm down.
Who is in charge then? Xavier left a note, specifically stating who he'd like to take his place if anything happened to him. Well, who is it? Xavier wanted me to lead the Foundation. He said that I was blessed by the Purifier, so I was the best choice to step into his role.
That's bullshit.
Not another word, Krista.
What did you just say to me?
Stop challenging Xavier's wishes, or I'll banish you from the Foundation.
Fine. But no one goes outside until we figure out a plan. It's not safe out there.
I give the orders here, Krista. Get out until you're ready to listen.
Welcome back, dear audience. We hope you enjoyed that. There was much to enjoy in those very brief, about 2 minutes, but a lot was unpacked during those intense, harrowing 2 minutes. So let's start diving into that. There's been a lot of drama. Basically, Krista can't get no respect today. She cannot get a break. She's being swept away, and not in the way that she wanted to be swept away. She's being entangled by the wrong type of something that's wrapping around her.
Like the scenes are about Rachel and Eric, but if you put them together, the scenes are about Krista.
It's true.
Like you're getting rejected, you're getting gaslit. Like Krista, look at me, I'm the cult leader now.
Right, production, can you put up on screen our love and marriage scene that's where Krista attempts to get Eric to open up about his relationship with Rachel, but a sudden attack cuts the conversation short. And again, she got swept away, but not as she fantasized. Probably, maybe she did. I don't know. She is in the Foundation. And they kind of like all that spooky stuff. They like all kinds of morgies and entanglements and entanglements. They like all that kind of stuff. So, no kink shame. But I do believe that she wasn't planning on getting rejected so severely. Mr. P-Slush, what should have been wrapped? I was going for Eric's arms.
Yeah.
I don't know what dirty, disgusting thing you had in mind, but I was going for a loving arm embrace.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe speak to a therapist. I think your head is in the gutter.
No, I'm Captain Toot Toot.
Oh my God, did you toot?
No, I didn't.
Now I'm being gaslit. I feel like Mr. P-Slush thinks you got toot. Anyway, we got a lot here out of this scene.
I mean, not just that scene. The one that impressed me the most, the one with the most emotional impact, etc., is the Chris Eric scene. But I'm just like blown away by the audacity, the sheer audacity of Rachel. It's like one day Jacob goes missing here at Gambit, and I say, okay, so Jacob sent me an email, and now I'm the CEO, and no one questions what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude, that happens. It happens to the best of us. Countries were formed this way. Imagine
Really?
the first kings and queens. Who the hell told them? They were like, "Hey, there's a new thing. It's gonna be called England, and I am king."
Yeah, but would you fought a war and stuff like, or you built a castle to defend whatever?
So you're saying it's better if you killed some people? Okay, okay.
But you actually did something. You didn't just like bluff your way away. Your way. Like bluffing your way to president. Like, how does that work? Like,
right, it's kind of like the Great Gatsby. It's the Great Gatsby of cults right now. There's a charade and a illusion going on. But listen. Before we knew it, we were having so much fun. But it's about time for the summary graphic, which we're kind of debuting today. And Felipe is gonna take us through it and wrap up. We're gonna, maybe we're not debuting it, but if we are, enjoy. And if not,
yes, thank you. Yeah, this is a graphic that we've been sharing over social media, and we thought that would be a better idea to just put it here and not just in social media. Here we have like a recap of all the decision results from the week and the points that all of you put there. So it's a lot of work. So I'm proud that we're showing it. In Norway, what we saw, how will Carl help Astrid demand backup from Detective Hogan, right? What will Astrid tell Britt about the investigation? Tell her nothing, right? And in Pennsylvania, how will Eric respond to Krista? Mind your business. How will Rachel exploit Xavier's absence? By gaslighting Krista too. Krista was the main character of Pennsylvania this week, I think.
Totally.
It's been quite a week. This was one of the pivotal weeks in the show, I think, and it shows here in the What If season, like how different things could have been with the decisions that were made. So we
had a lot of suffering this time around, which I'm sure some of you they enjoy the suffering. These tears are feeding their souls.
As I was saying, it was never Rachel. She stole the main character's spot from Krista. That's a really what if thought. to close the show. Remember, everyone, that the scenes will be available in the episode section. Puzzles will be available to earn influence points for all the decisions that will open, and that the What If show will take place next Monday at 5:40 p.m. Pacific time, like every week. So thanks, everyone, for joining us. Please, Noah, take us away.
Okay, so now I'm gonna say my end speech like Jerry Springer. You know, this show we learned, just kidding, I don't have a conclusion. This show we learned that suffering is happening, suffering is back, baby. And I see Joe Haugen is suffering from a lack of Howgrid, but worry not, tune in next week and the Howgrid will start warming up, because next week things get really, really hot. Start getting really hot. So thank you so much, audience. You're the best. You were cracking me up. You were saying that I think Atai said that there's a new sheriff in Mergetown, and the sheriff is, I guess it's either Rachel or Felipe. I wasn't sure. Anyway, thank you so much, audience, and we will see you next Monday at 5:40 p.m. Pacific. Meanwhile, enjoy the suffering.